Law continuation. Still the 1st of January, 2023. It's 8:28 in the morning. Log recording, yes. The reason why I'm doing this, I'm trying to save as much room as I can because I don't have any more flash drives. So I gotta try to conserve as much as possible. I haven't got the room for this shit. Anyway, back in 1976, we moved with our Aunt May, Grandma, Mama, David, and me. I was in the 4th grade at the time. Family we just met was a Reeve family. Nice family. They became our extended family throughout the decades. We lost their mother the same year we lost our mother, except a few months after that. It's been hard on them and us, losing our matriarchs. Losing David, silence to everybody. But anyway, back in 76, we had a Dodge Dart station wagon. We had that thing for a few years. That thing was a workhorse. That was the only car we had. It was a workhorse. Traveled across several states. Well, a few states anyway to get to Wyoming. Come right back. Traveled out of San Diego a few times. One time up to San Francisco. So my brother was entrusted the car because he just got his license. He just got, Ma was thrilled and scared as hell. But he was taught how to be more responsible. So she put a lot of faith and trust in him. The last night of the move, we were trying to go back over to the house to make sure nothing else was left over there. There's always stuff being left behind. Always. Being a renter all my life, moved from one place to another place to another place. Never fails. Always losing stuff. Shit happens. Anyway. We're in the station wagon. I already had my donut for the evening. All we had was donuts for eating all day and day. Had to get power going on in the damn house to get everything working. And I'm in the car. I'm woken up. Dave's telling me, we're just going down there and back. It'll be fine. No, I'm putting no seatbelt on. Alright, sit yourself. Boogie. Dodge Dart station wagon. I had to keep explaining this. Full-size monster. So comfortable. Except if you're a passenger on the front seat. Bench seats. Bench seats for the front, for the rear, and a fold-out bench seat in the back end, the cargo bay. It could fit about 8 or 9 people comfortably, or somewhat. It just had to be big enough for it. They didn't have shoulder belts, belt straps. They only had the lap belts. The damn thing to save my ass anyway. My brother and I are racing through the areas. We're listening to music. And from Arleta to North Hollywood. Google Map that one. Look on it. Arleta, North Hollywood. We were living on Beachy and Wingo. Right above, actually below Osborne. It's their corner house. A ranch house. Had a big enough side yard for horses. There were a lot of horse areas that portion of San Fernando Valley. Anyway. We're going towards Madison Junior High. Head through some of the side streets, and my brother's enjoying himself too much. We're running the curves concerning the PE field they had. Again, Market Basket. They had a bricked up area that there was no way of getting into Market Basket from the rear. You had to go through the front way. So they did have a pedestrian entrance they were going to and from. We hit oil and water getting onto Ethel. Our fishtail spun around and hit a pole. It hit full force. Surprisingly, the pole didn't snap. But the car, we thought it was a sturdy car, a wonderful car, our mother's car. Full size turned into a subcompact in microseconds. That's a lot of force and energy. Or was it seconds? The only thing I barely remember is being pulled out, bloodier than hell. I didn't realize my face just got concaved. So I'm barely speaking, mumbling. My brother just getted arms, broken wrists, had some scrapes all over the damn place. He looked like FUBAR. I looked worse. Let me explain something about the Dodge Start station, right? You have the analog. Top portion of it is padded. Rubber, foam, padded. But the station regarding the lap tray for the front, where the glove compartment door would open up, and there's the trays. Did I ever mention the damn thing was made out of metal? Or the bottom portion that would support it was metal as well? I got it, the metal. There was a force, a large force of energy, that propelled this poor small body from the lap belt, still holding his lowers, but then the front portion is just wham! Right into the lower. This used to be a good, perfectly good nose. Blood. Not from Dave. Dave still has some blood in the car. And when we got the car back, I was actually able to see the damn car. I saw how much damage we had. My God, we survived. It was a miracle from God. He wanted us still alive. Anyway, neighbors got us out. Well, actually, he was trying to help us before the fire department came out. Took us to the hospitals. Mom's having a conniption fit at this point over here. She can't get to us. We're at Riverside Community Hospital. She can't get to us. She runs over to the neighbor's house and gets Demetriak. Lawrence Reed. My new surrogate mother. I miss her. And an infectious one. She was tough as hell on her kids. And there's a sweetness to her. I was looking at two mothers that were just the same. Got along great with each other. These girls acted like they were sisters to each other. They were. Dee took Ma over to the hospital. Then I had to take her over to Children's Hospital. They had to stabilize me first in the ambulance. They barely stabilized me in the operating room. Trauma center anyway. What they called the trauma center, but really and they gave Ma some choices. She wanted to boys in one hospital. She didn't want to travel all over the place. Children's Hospital was available. My brother was underage, so they could still take my brother. So he was about 18, but they still took him anyway. And me, they put on the critical care list. My brother, who was in and out, they bandaged him, wrapped him up, secured him up enough, kicked him out. They brought David and Ma home. I'm still stuck in the damn emergency room, throwing up. I'm throwing up in the ambulance going to the hospitals. I'm throwing up in the emergency room. I'm throwing up in the children's hospital. I could talk about it, sounds like funny right now, but it scared the fuck out of me. Strange place. Ma's not there, and Ma'll be there for a short time, but I didn't even know what. I was so out of it. She had to get an earlier picture of what I looked like. Just give an indication of what the hell I was supposed to look like. That plastic surgeon's coming in. And this was the weird part about this one here. This was the night that the specialists decided to go on strike at hospitals. Specialists had it up to here with their budgets. They weren't getting paid enough, or something happened with these guys. But they decided, I don't know if it was nationwide, citywide, all I know is what I heard, doctors went on strike. Well, when they found out I was coming in, I had help. These guys worked on me. When I recovered enough at home, I was only in their hospital maybe about, I don't know. To this day, I can't even remember whether it was just an overnight weekend or was I there for about a week and didn't even remember it. It was just that screwed up for me. But I remember getting home in the back of a VW Beetle. My cousin had me, this time took the honor of getting my mama home. Of course, Mama had to pay for gas. We get back home, and then my eyes are still wide open, and I'm looking at the damn car. I'm like, oh my God. We scrapped her. There was nothing salvageable. Before we scrapped her, I wanted to look inside, and I saw how close I came. Since that day, the family of the Reef family had been brothers and sisters to me and Dave, and we had been brothers to them. Still, we had our own lives, separated from distance and everything else, but we tried to keep in contact. But there had been lapses of communications after Ma. He had passed away in 2013. I tried to keep track with the family last year, around the holiday season. I just wanted to remind them that. In 1 second, give me a second. I'm just forward that. I'm going to contact defendant to just some people I'm sending messages over to. Because for me, it's important I keep in contact with some of the people I care about. I hadn't been worrying as much about how this new year was going to be affecting me a great deal, but I do know how the past usually affects me. And then dealing with mourning and grieving like crazy. You know, I know people want to forget the pain and just deal with the happiness all the damn time. You can't be happy all the time. It's like living in a damn movie lot. You see the smiling facades all the damn place. But what you don't see is the construction right behind the damn thing. You don't know if the fittings are still rotting away or not. But you see the nice porcelain. And you're going on a movie tour and you're seeing all the nice facades. You don't even realize that right behind those damn things our support pillars are just rotting away one way or another. My head, my heart, rotting away. I could try showing you the facade is smiling like crazy at you. And inside I'm still breaking my ass apart left and right. When properly triggered, I could be a complete, total mental case. Which I have been. I had my wig out last night. I had a wig out last night, and I damn near had it today. By doing the logs and talking about this stuff, I'm doing that to myself. And I'm terrifying myself. I'm scaring myself on this situation. I'm hurting like hell over this. I'm trying to tell people about what's going on, how the new year's starting off, and it seems like, oh my God, he's whining and griping about the damn thing. And when I get more and more into the stories, yes, it gets harder and harder to deal with. It gets more and more emotional for me just to deal with the shit. Because unfortunately, like the images that we've had concerning about Jacob Marley visiting Scrooge, it kept bugging me like crazy that I'm doing the same damn shit to myself, carrying it year by year and building it link by link by link. And without getting this shit off my chest, without talking about it all the damn time, without, you know, I have to. These logs, the audio logs that I keep doing on a cell phone on a constant basis, and I have to mention this. It's my own bad sanity. But it bores the living crap out of people left and right. Try this one. I had been in a hell of a lot of AA meetings. And I'm no fucking expert at anything. Nobody is. And the thing of it is concerning about the 12 steps they're trying to teach us, and not to mention the books that we keep studying left and right. Manuals for us to deal with life on a day-by-day basis, sometimes a minute at a time. We have to be easy on ourselves. We have to just take it easy. This too shall pass. Well, some things just haven't passed fast enough for us to deal with it, because other people are like, well, when are you going to get past this damn thing in the first place? Even for some of those people in the damn meeting halls, they keep wondering, have you let it go yet? And I'll tell you something, sometimes in the meeting halls, I just want to get a baseball bat and beat the shit out of people, just for the fun of it. They're going to be up in the house and giving me that expression again. Well, are you over it yet or not? Batter up, baseball time! Oh my God. Just be pissed off as hell. I could be hurting as hell just thinking about mourning like crazy. And I haven't been into a meeting hall since my brother passed away in 2018. In 2019 and beyond that, I haven't been back to a meeting hall since. Because most of the meetings I was associated with was evening time. Or not during the morning time, but when David and I were still alive and we still had a working car, we would get to the meeting hall. Right after Ma's death, we were doing meeting after meeting every single day. Some days we take on responsibilities just to keep ourselves busy, because we didn't want to feel. We wanted to keep ourselves busy. We didn't want to go through the damn emotional effect, because we seen how people went out. They couldn't deal with the pain so much, so they went out and came back in. Went out and came back in. And me, on the other hand, I'm drinking coffee left and right. I'm trying to cook food left and right, and I made a couple of videos concerning about the family, and one of them was dealing with Ma's life. Danner destroyed my brother right there on the spot. He says, it's wonderful. Don't show it to me ever again. Because he didn't want to deal with it. We all had our ways of trying to cope, and we couldn't even cope with the family losses that we've had. And what got to my brother even worse is losing his father. And there's the stories about them I could do other videos on. About that situation. My brother finally got his relationship being built back up with his biological father. But almost too late. The day we got kicked out of our trailer home, back in 15, January 2015, my brother's father died. It damn near crushed him. But we were on survival mode. We had to function. And we had people helping us out. Not at the meeting halls. They couldn't help us out. Well, we had a veterans group. We had a Salvation Army. We were getting ourselves a temporary home, if you want to see it. A motel room. We'd live off the handouts of others, not to mention food giveaways. And that's what we did. And whatever money we had left, we would feed ourselves and our dogs. We had one dog left. This one veteran helped us out for about a couple of weeks. Still had hot showers. Clothes were stinking like crazy. We needed to get them washed. By the time we got over to this place, we were ranked. Oh, we signed. We had this roof over the head. And we finally started using a laundromat. It helped a great deal. February was the month that our mother had passed away. February was the month that we had an anniversary to deal with. Getting into this place. I'm totally grateful over it. It's been over coming up on 8 years. Dave lived long enough, about 3 years in this place. And afterwards, I had to survive. And during this time, I was going to college. I wasn't going to college while we were in the trailer home. It's not yet. When David's health started taking up, actually, I did. We started it together over there. We did. I think they back. I think it was the end of 2014, the fall term. I started mine. David was starting his second semester. I had to go through the transcripts on this one just to get the timing and days right on that one. But I do remember that month of January was hell for us. We went up right, thank God. We started class back up in February. A lot of changes this year. A lot of changes. I had to talk about these things, get them off my chest. I'm not done with these things yet. But I can continue to talk like crazy, and I probably will be talking on my audio. Because that's the only way I can do this. The only way I can do this. I'll be a little more freer on the audio recording than I can on video. But I have to do these things. It's for my own self. It's my own way of trying to deal with things happening right now as it is. I miss my family. I miss them a great deal. I don't miss the AA family as much. There are a few people in there that I do miss. And I keep track of them on social media. I'm hoping maybe this year will be a lot better. I'm hoping this year that we'll be able to deal. I'm hoping this year things will be alright. Because I know I'm going to be dealing with a death again. It's, I don't know, it's where that thought comes to my head on this one. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to death visiting my doorstep or my household. Somehow it's going to happen. One way or another. I'm not forecasting my own. That scares the hell out of you. I'm not even trying to forecast my little dogs. Maybe the death of the bugs I've been dealing with all this fucking time for about 3 or 4 months. Damn cockroaches. I know, I'm not supposed to be swearing in that kind of situation over here, but damn it, why did the guy have to create cockroaches in the first place? 30 sons of bitches. Asses. Alright, anyway. That's about it. So, we'll see how this plays out. Next week I go back to college. I guess that's going to be another video on that one.